Hello strugglers, welcome back. Yeah, I know, this is not Doom, and to be fair, I do not even care. Berserk is back, baby, and from now on we're going to review every chapter that comes out until the story is concluded. So without further ado, if you're a fan of Berserk and demon slaying overall, leave a huge like and also subscribe if you haven't already. Let's do it. The chapter starts with Puck flying through the skyline above Elfheim, as carefree as he has always been. Yet, this is Berserk, and that means that something ominous is about to happen. Puck, alongside every magical creature on the island, reacts to the very moment the Moonlight Boy turns into Griffith. Something is here. A man? No. It's from the outside. A terrifying entity has come to our island. I absolutely adore this small exchange between the creatures of the island. Griffith / Femto has such a strong presence that every magical creature in the island is able to sense him. We then cut out at the very moment Casca noticed the Moonlight Boy wasn't with her. Shirke notices that Casca is acting weird and goes alongside her to see what's wrong. And lo and behold, they see Griffith, the origin of Guts and Casca's despair. Of course, Casca's brand reacts and starts pouring blood. She is in the presence of a God Hand member after all. Of course, seeing Griffith triggers Casca's PTSD, and a ton of old memories start popping into her head. Memories from the Eclipse, when she was Elaine, the Conviction arc, the Troll arc, and for some reason the arc when Guts kills the monster of the sea, the Deep Sea God. Griffith's presence also completely destroys Casca's amulet, and makes her go crazy once again. I love that we get to see Shirke's reaction to seeing Griffith face to face. Besides Guts, Shirke is the only one that knows who Griffith is in reality, and the only one that truly understands just how much of a real threat he poses, thanks to the teachings of his late master, Flora. For the Magi, the God Hand are demons posing as angels that extract their power from the abyss. They are godlike monsters of the highest order, hence Shirke's reaction of complete disbelief and despair. I just cannot imagine Casca's scream of despair and how Guts must have felt at that moment. Guts enters a state of unfiltered anger and rage, and the Beast of Darkness starts crawling to take over him and his body. Yet, surprisingly enough, Guts is able to hold back the Beast of Darkness and rushes at Griffith for the killing blow. And this is where the chapter ends. Or does it? We got 2 chapters in one day, baby, so let's continue. Chapter 366 starts with Guts swinging the Dragon Slayer into Griffith's face. I love how Studio Gaga and Kojimori went back to showing Guts' pitch black face with one single eye. Yet, now it's different from before. In the past, that face meant that in order to defeat the monsters from the Abyss and the Apostles, Guts had to ditch his humanity and turn into a monster. Yet, throughout the years, the eye began to turn more and more like the eye of the Beast of Darkness. And now that the Beast of Darkness is very much a tangible entity in Guts, this is how it is represented. It also shows that Guts is feeling such an immeasurable amount of rage, so much that him being completely overrun by the Berserker armor will not be surprising. Yet he is able to control it. The rage is there, but Guts is not letting the Berserker armor to control him, hence why the eye is so exaggerated. Guts tries everything to get a clean hit on Griffith, but there is simply no response. Guts, the master swordsman who has wielded and perfected his sword skills for decades, misses strike and strike one after the other. Either Griffith is moving so insanely fast that he is living after images, or who knows what type of trickery he is using. But if one thing is for certain, is that after everything Guts threw to Griffith, he was able to cut but a single string of hair. It may not seem as much, but that means that Guts' Dragon Slayer has bathed in so much apostle blood that he is indeed able to harm Griffith if he has the chance to do so. Yet, if one thing is for sure too, is that if Guts wants to kill Griffith, donning the Berserker armor is the only way to do so, as we can see that Guts' eyesight is deteriorating over time. The absolutely based Giga Chat Guts is just fucking strong. Even after being in the presence of Griffith, he doesn't succumb to the pain of the brand. As stated by Femto back in the 1990s, if the demon is too great, the pain the brand emits might even kill its wearer. Griffith's presence is so great that it sends Shirky back to the Shadow Realm, it seems. Thankfully, the absolutely based Gigabreath Furnace is such a prodigy in the art of magic that she is able to stop Shirky from getting sucked by the maelstrom that is Griffith, a force which draws in and swallows everything around it. That's the main reason why everyone sees Griffith as a hero, an angel, or a god. It's like the charisma of a vampire. It just draws you in completely. Shirky and Furnace go back to the physical world, and in fact, Casca has passed out. At the same time, Puck states that someone is coming, and lo and behold, it's none other than Nosferatu Zodd, and that's where the chapter ends. A couple of things, my friends. If Guts is indeed going to fight against Zodd, this will be the first time, if it indeed happens, that Guts is going to fight against Zodd, donning the Berserker armor. Also, does this mean that every time Griffith turned from the Moonlight Boy to his original form, Zodd had to go to him and pick him up, like if he was an Uber? Also, will more apostles come to the island to aid Griffith, apostles like Grumbelt? Also, currently, Skull Knight, the Archmage Getfrin, and the Nan are all on the island, beings of incredible power. This can either go too bad, or this can either go extremely bad. But anyways, I am just so hyped for the next chapter. Yes, the artwork is not like Mutus, the panel work is not like Mutus, but still, this is amazing, and I loved every single part of these two chapters. We are on a critical point. We, as fans of Berserk, need to let Studio Gaga and Kojimori know that, indeed, Berserk is here to stay. And right now, more than anything else, we need to be as loud and I don't know, to let them know that Berserk is indeed in the right track here. But well, that's just my opinion. I want to know yours. Stay safe, stay home, adios, bye.